minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room, perfume. Go, go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance.
Hey, it's your girl Candy, and I am here with Lighting It Up with Letitia and Miss Kira Speaks, and we are here to talk about Amazon's Cross episodes 5 through 8. Now, we might finish 7 and 8 tonight. We never, it depends on how your girl is feeling. I am coming out with something, therefore I sound like Kermit the Frog. Okay. So, Letitia, I'm gonna get Letitia last because you watched it for the first time. Miss Kira, what are your thoughts on episode 5, which is what happens at Ramses, and episode 6, I think it's Happy Birthday. What are your thoughts?
Alex Cross lost his doggone mind. He was so out of pocket for reacting the way he did and showing his hand and playing his whole card like that. He pissed me off in them 2 episodes. I can tell you that much.
Amen. And Letitia, what are your thoughts, darling?
I totally agree. I'm like, he's the one that's supposed to get into their head. He's not supposed to let them get into his. And these two, 5 and 6, really made me mad for so many reasons. That, but also seeing our kids displayed like that, singing for those folks, when knowing that those people are there at that party, they're sinister as I don't know what. And I was just, it just made me so mad for them to be singing for them. Ugh. I felt like they were on display.
I totally agree. When I saw those kids, I heard their voices when it first came. I said, okay. No, I said, oh, hells to no. This is not what we're doing.
But that was for her organization, right? For Elle's organization.
Mm-hmm.
They were from her organization, yes,
Right.
but like, sir,
It seemed like they were
She
being
didn't
exploited.
thing no. So
and this is the picture that was up there. Like, no. Why? I didn't know what the hell this pig was for, y'all. I did not know. I'm like, why? Why? What is
I
he
just
doing?
said
to
we're
this
not
pig?
doing the luau, so you got to have a whole pig. Okay.
I said, what is he doing to this pig? Come to find out, that's part of the dinner. But yes, these are the children, the babies that were practicing, and they had very beautiful angelic voices. I just hate that we were going through this with him. So let me see. I think I mixed up on my slides. I really do. I think I'm just have to let them play on their own. So the episode starts out with Ed. He's at home getting ready for his birthday dinner, and our babies are up there singing for him, practicing, and he is doing his shaving ritual. It's like everything is a ritual for him. It's like the way he shaves is very. He does everything in a specific way, and it's real creepy. And then he puts that damn mask on his head while this lady is blowing him off. And I'm like, what are we doing? What is Ramsey got going on? I'm like, this man is a whole nut case. He's a basket case. What are y'all thoughts on how it started? Episode 5. Like, I'm gonna try to get this slide situated.
It was strange. It was giving me, is he special needs? Because like you said, he does everything like in a very meticulous, like routine. First comes and then second and third. And like I said, like you said, with the sloppy toppy with the mask, I didn't understand what that was. I didn't even understand who the mask was, so to speak, until I watched it the second time. Then I think I know who the mask was, but child, when I first saw it, I was like, what's going on here? And again, we need a whole pig for dinner. Okay. Just a sit down dinner, not a luau, not like you're gonna roast it on it. Just the whole pig.
And what are your thoughts, Letitia, on how the episode started?
I mean, he's very meticulous, but we saw that. We saw that in his project, he wants everything to be perfect. So I'm not surprised that his whole life is set up that way. But to be honest, I mean, he put on one heck of a party. I mean,
That he did.
if he was a positive person, a person that we could actually like, I mean, that would have been a really nice thing
Hmm.
that he threw. Nice soiree, as you will, if you will.
Use it
So,
for
so
good
he
and
know
not
how
for
to throw a
evil.
party, but he does know how to right. He know how to put a spin on it, and he invited all the who's and the what's.
Yeah, he nutcase, and I'm not. Of course, we're not here for him, but we need to get rid of him ASAP to the pronto because he was really working my nerves.
That was a little part of my problem with the one of my small issues was his background. Like we got some of it, but like how do we get here? You just
Hmm.
came out that way, huh? Okay.
I didn't understand him. It was just like I don't know. He was just doing a whole lot. I mean, I get why I sort of kind of get why he does what he does, but like
I
everything
didn't.
is meticulous. It's always a rhythm. It's like it's always a rhyme to the madness, or what is called a rhythm to the madness. I don't know, but he's just cuckoo cuckoo, and I'm not really here for this man. I'm trying to get these slides right. Um, okay, put your stuff in order right first, Candy, before Jesus Christ. I'm gonna just let it play because this.
And I had started taking notes on episode 5 when you said the slides was out of order, and then I stopped. But it
Mm,
doesn't really matter. I don't have to be in order.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be in order. As they come up, we can just talk about the scene.
mm-mm.
Yeah, because
Why the hell am I cheating? I'm gonna put it like that. Yeah, I'm gonna just
most of
let
it
it
was at
roll.
the what was Samson going to Indiana to see the guy and then the mama, and then
Hmm.
the dinner is most of, I think that's mainly where we were in episode 5.
Yep. So the beauty of that is that
Yeah.
Samson was working on the case while Alex was at the party trying to do kind of an undercover
Mm-hmm.
investigation. And somehow he was able to get away from the party so he can start snooping around. Oh, he took a call with Samson.
Hmm.
And so he starts snooping around and he finding some things or whatever, but he does get caught, which I was like, oh my goodness, is he really gonna get caught? Because I felt like he was just kind of he was taking his time, it was kind of interesting. But when he did, one thing that not bothered me, but I wondered about. So
Hmm.
when he caught him in the room, Ramsey caught Alex in the room. He talked about the fact he said, "Oh yeah, I heard that you like this very specific type of whiskey, which he just happened to have in his office." And he poured them both
Happy
a glass.
Meal.
Now, first of all, I don't care, even if he sipped it first himself. I
Hmm.
would not have taken that drink because I just don't trust him. I don't care how much I
Mm-mm.
liked it. But my more important question is, how did he indeed find out that was the type of whiskey that he liked? Why did Ramsey know that?
I have no idea. I have yet to figure that out, and I don't know how he was able to figure that out. I don't know a lot of things what Ed was doing. I
It
have no
depends if we're
idea.
going to talk about 7 or 8. I can give you my speculation, but if we're not going to talk about 7 and 8, I'll
It
leave it
depends on
for
how
later.
how long I can
I
last
know.
up here, child. It
Okay.
it, it just depends
I feel like we'll
on the.
move through them quickly.
I think we yeah, listen. I don't know. I feel like I'm catching the flu. I'm gonna say I feel like I'm fluish. That's what I feel. I
Ooh.
feel fluish, and I don't like this feeling. So that's how I feel like I'm catching the flu.
So do you just want to talk? So
Is
3 days later, he went and
this
met
is
with,
clear?
and then they
Okay.
were boxing. That's pretty good.
Okay.
And that's when he was telling Samson that Ramsey was the guy, and so he was sending like Letitia said, sending him on a mission to go talk to the childhood friend while he was gonna go to the party and do what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the beginning of it. And poor Elle didn't know what was going on. Oh, I forgot about the teeth too, child. Because all the while, this girl getting tortured. This girl is getting tortured.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and and then he did okay. So the part where he does the teeth, he has a um a mold of the lady that he's trying to make her to be. He has a mold of her teeth, and that's where he gets the mold from, so that he can put it in Shannon's mouth. And this man is crazy. So they have
That's why.
somebody else
That's
make
when
up
she decides she
make
wanna
it up.
tussle.
He does and I didn't mean that picture be in there, Lord Jesus. He he puts the mold, he gets the mold and he makes her take the mold, like he makes her do it. Like everything, he's always shoving something in somebody's mouth or just making it's everything he does is forceful. He does it with force, and he's just a tyrant. He's just a damn, I don't know what to call him. But he did snatch her teeth out. I think episode 3 or 4, he snatched her teeth out. But this one, he's putting the teeth in her mouth. And then this picture right here is where he goes to make her get the mold so that he can have this other guy do it for her. I mean, make the mold for her mouth. I'm loopy, y'all. So we can move on from this. We could talk about this part where
I was just saying
he
that's when
breaks
she
out of the
decided
room.
she wanted to fight when he was trying to put that he didn't fight when she knocked the doggone tooth out his mouth, but now all of a sudden when he's making the mold and fitting the mold and trying to get it into her mouth, now she wanna rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but finally we saw some fight in her though, because
Mm-hmm.
okay, so while he's up at the party, well, he gets frustrated after the whole thing with Alex. So he goes down to get a bottle, accidentally breaks the bottle, whatever, and then he leaves back out. Well, she sees this as an opportunity, so she begins to try to move her chair over to fall over so that
Mm-hmm.
she can get this broken glass, which she does.
Yes.
Thank goodness. But this is my thing. She had her opportunity, all those bottles in there. Clearly he was going to come back in the room. So Ed comes back in the room. She should have did a bop 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 bop, but she did not. She held off. She let him get the best of her a little bit. She finally was able to. I think she cut him or whatever, and was able to run out. But she didn't know where she was going. She know how to get out of there and
Mm-hmm.
everything like that. She does run into this room where I guess it faces the garden area where one of the guests, this lady right here,
Mm-hmm.
she is out there taking a smoke. She sees this woman come out. She's like, "Help me, help me, help me, let me out." She goes to try to help her, but here comes Ed. And she thought she was doing something. Shannon thought she was doing something. She's like, "Oh, I need to be perfect, right?" So she slices her own face to try to deter him from her being perfect,
Mm-hmm.
making her perfect or whatever. But Ed, he's very sinister. And child, he goes outside, puts the lady dropped her cigarette. He picks it up, puts it back in her mouth, and tells her she did not see anything. You know, it was very scary to her. She goes back to the party. But
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, Shannon, her behind got caught up. Because I always, you learn to double tap. I'm sorry. You hit somebody to go down and then you hit them again to make sure they stay
Yeah.
down.
If it wasn't
And she
that
did not
bottle,
do
pick
that.
up a chair or something and give him a couple
Yeah.
extra whacks. Make sure he's
Yes,
down before you take off running. Then you don't know which door is unlocked, so you fiddling with all the damn doors because you don't
right,
know how to
Mm-hmm.
get out of there.
right.
Yeah. So did y'all realize that everybody that he he had power over all these people, no matter how powerful they were, he had
Mm-hmm.
power over the people that was at his party, like the doctor. I'm gonna go back to that picture. Um, the doctor. She's a
She
plastic
said she
surgeon.
was a
Of
fan.
course,
That's what she said.
Yeah.
yes. And I don't know I forgot who these two guys were, but they end up being in that room in maybe 7 or 8. But everybody is high powered people, but he has whatever it is, he has something over them where they will do whatever he wants so he can get away
I
with it.
think one
Like
of them was the lady smoking this
the lady that smokes a
smoking
cigarette,
cigarettes
yes.
husband, and you already know
Husband,
he had
Her.
on him.
Hmm.
right. And
And
the other one was the one that Elle was supposed to be pitching to for the money.
Yeah.
which I think he was like the plastic surgeon. I think he was a fan of what
Mm-hmm.
Ed had going on, not necessarily that he has something over him, because we don't really get into it, but there's an organization, there's a group of them, because
Yep.
we saw a couple of the tattoos, and we see that,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to see that the plastic surgeon is one of his. She's a fan, so I think that other guy was a fan too. And just judging by when Elle was giving her pitch, that's just the vibes he gave me. I was like, you're giving a fan.
Yeah, she
Yep.
definitely wasn't thinking about that door. She really wasn't.
Yeah, she should have. She could have locked him in there.
Yeah.
Hi,
I didn't think
Demarcus.
about that.
Hi, Demarcus. Hey, Tamika. Hi, Miss
It's
Renee. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. We truly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Diane. Is that
Mhm.
her name?
You know, Demarcus got all the names. Although
Okay.
my closed caption said that Ed Ramsey's childhood friend's name was Dex. Mine didn't say Rex. Mine said Dex.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
mine said Dex
But
also.
that was an interesting story too.
It was. So
Mhm.
we have I'm gonna call him Shannon. We have what's his name? He's so fine.
Samson.
Samson
Oh, I'm
going
like,
to
Indiana.
see Ed's mother. And Ed said his mama was dead. She died when he was in college or something like that.
Mhm.
And of course we find out that mama is, well, she's alive. Like she's
Mhm.
breathing. She's not dead. She just might be dead mentally because she has dementia or whatnot. But you know how people be putting 20 on 10 and want something to seem like, it's something that it's not. Oh God, I don't want that. And so how did y'all feel about the mom and how Samson had to like really break her down the way Alex told him to, like, you got to talk to her this way. Like he had to do some kind of psychological thing to her to trigger her to make her remember that she was that about her son, and then
Right.
the terrible things he did, everything came back to her and she started speaking. And then we realized that, hey, this lady she just needs somebody to help her bring it home. She ain't always gone. But
Yeah.
I did appreciate that
That's how
part
they are, though, usually.
of them bringing,
I
Eleanor
felt bad
in
for her
as
because
well.
we had the friend was telling us about the bird feet, if you will, and we wasn't putting them in no soup or no stew. Okay, the bird feet that he found when he had
That
the
was
flu
crazy.
or
That was
something.
crazy.
He was sick. He went over there because his mom made soup and he found it, and then come to find out that the bird feet wasn't the only problem, that the sister was the problem too. So
Mm-hmm.
and he was about that
It
life,
was
and he
crazy.
wasn't concerned about it either. I was like, well, that has to be a hard one as a mom. So I wonder what
It was
happened after
crazy.
that. That's probably what sent her into her dementia. But I wonder, in between finding that out and that time, what went on with her. I just like the little minute. I probably need to read the books if it's close to that, because I like some of the minutia that they're just not going to give us. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is where we find out that Ed had a sister, and supposedly she passed away from one thing, but the truth was he got rid of her. And so honestly, when Alex actually revealed this information that he knew that she had his mom was still alive, he was like, yeah, he said, pretty close. You telling your story, this story pretty close, but not fully. I never told my mom about the birds. But I
Yeah.
did tell my mom that I would do anything to be an only child. And so the truth is, this is where we find out that his deep rooted issue is abandonment, and
Mm-hmm.
how what is it called? Survivors. It's not remorse, but
Remorse.
survivors. It's not remorse because it's not his issue, was the mother's issue. Um, I forgot what he called it.
Alex was talking about it.
Yes,
You
it was a
kind of like
condition about the fact
abandon your children, so to speak, because
Mm-hmm.
you're like
because the other
emotionally
one is gone.
unavailable. Yeah, because the other one's
Right.
gone.
And so
Yeah.
all of the things that he's doing, all of the actions that Ed has is because he wanted to get the attention of his mom. He really wants to just be loved by his mother. If
What?
I was
Sir, you was
more
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, because why were you trying to kill your sister? Now you want to be mad with your mom for how, even if
Mm-hmm.
you didn't do it, like, sorry. Yeah.
So let's talk about when Alex realizes the mom is alive, and the mom is singing happy birthday to her son, and he plays it out loud. But okay, this is where Alex pisses a lot of people off, because he kind of goes left, right, left. He goes all across the board. He just kind of loses it a little bit. And he shows his hand, and he shows everything that he has going on. Like, I would have never let him or them know that I know his mom is alive. But prior to that, no, was it after that when he told Ed's story? I mean, Alex's story, and then the girlfriend was like, "What's going on with y'all?
I think
Why are y'all
I
back
think
and
it
forth?
was
Why y'all
after
at it
that
like that?"
when he told the story.
Yeah, when Alex told the story about the mama and told about the song and everything, that was his desperate attempt to get everyone to believe him. That was after they released the video on him too.
Right. But after he told Ed about finding out about the mama and playing the birthday message, that's when Ed was talking about his story at the table, or he was talking about his story at the table before then. I can't remember what the order was. I
I
Oh
can't
no,
remember
you're
the
right.
order of it, but into Ramsey's office, and looks around, and he sees a letter that was written to, I can't remember who wrote that letter. Do y'all remember who wrote the letter?
Was it one of the serial unalivers?
No.
Was that what
I
it
think the
was?
mom wasn't the mom writing the
This
letters,
letter right
but he was ignoring them because in his
here, what is dear?
said Dear Eddie,
Yeah,
and
that
that's what the
letter
mama
is,
called him.
yeah,
Oh,
dear Eddie.
mom.
So it was the mom. Okay, but like, why is there a blood stain on that letter? Like,
That's why I thought it might have
why?
been one of
What?
the
What?
serial
Why is there blood stain on that letter?
unalivers.
Like, yeah, I have no idea. Yes, Tamika, he really did win this episode.
Mm-hmm.
He just did too much. Breaking in that man's
He
office, you should be a little bit
kind of
more,
too cocky and arrogant how he said Ramsey was. Like that's
mhm,
what Alex was on. Like, is you should have kept all of that close to the chest or the vest or
mhm.
wherever we keep it close to, because it didn't work out in your favor. And now you
Mm-mm.
kind of just set yourself back. Now ramifications, consequences, repercussions.
Yeah, he did release that video. So how did he get the freaking video? Like, how did he get it? Like, what?
They
How?
told us
Well,
that,
we
but I
know he has inside
forget.
connections with law enforcement, so we know that. So
Right.
okay, that's that. But like, how did he get this freaking video?
It
I
was
don't know.
one or two people, but I can't remember if that was in 5 and 6 or if that was 6 and 7. I think it was 5 and 6. Because he was telling John it was only 2 people that knew about that video, and I know it wasn't you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
That
either
was when they were
assumed
arguing.
it was
Yeah.
Anderson or the pregnant lady whose name I can't remember. I'm sure DeMarcus is going to tell me in a minute.
Yeah, it was the pregnant lady.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. I was like, because
Mhm.
now I watch 5, 6, 7, and 8 all today, and it's all jumbled in my. It's all jumbled in my
So,
head.
what do y'all think about when, Elle is telling, Alex that, what's going on with you and Ed? Why are y'all bickering back and forth? And he lets her know that Ed is the fanboy. And she, oh, that's why you brought me. That's why you came with me. I'm like, girl, shut up. Why you gotta be so loud? Like, we got to be a little bit, like, you got to bring it down, okay? Like, you ain't got to be so loud. I understand you pissed off and you surprised this, that, and the third, but why are we so loud? And
Yeah.
now that you know this, you have a whole dissertation and Ed finna throw you in, and he wants you to present whatever your thoughts are with this group to this man, and then now you mess up. But this man that she was talking to was a little wee wee. He was a little one.
Mm-hmm.
He was a little one.
I just don't
Oh.
understand where she was coming from. I understand you were mad, but I'm like, I'll just have to be mad at you later because we got to
Okay,
get out of here.
later.
But I kind of was mad at him too because you didn't tell her before you came.
We're not
because
even.
You didn't want. You knew she wouldn't have went. So now you brought her.
Mhm.
Now all of this is going on. I'm like, should he have told her? Should he not have told her? Did he compromise her by telling her? I was just so like, why would you tell her this? And then it's like, plus you're a detective, so are you supposed to be telling about the kid? I was mad he told her to. Okay, I was just like,
yes, it was a whole lot. Yes, Tamika. Okay, Detective Macy. Okay. Macy gave Ed the video. Okay. That's the lady that's the lady that's there at the party, right? The lady with the blonde, the salt and pepper hair.
That's the pregnant lady.
Oh, Detective Macy's the pregnant lady.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Anderson is the one with the blonde hair that's there. That's why I was between the two of them watching
the
everything.
Salt and pepper hair? The one with the blue dress on right here in the middle.
That's Anderson.
Okay.
Macy's and that's the one that's trying to run for mayor. So that's why she's there hobnobbing and doing all of the things. But my brain got confused because I forgot Sampson had thought it was Anderson, but Cross knew it wasn't, and that's when my brain got kind of mixed up. But no, it was the pregnant lady, Macy Chief Anderson. Yeah, that's the one that's at the party, but that's not the one that had information.
Okay, and I didn't like the way the guy spoke to Elle. He was like, he was talking to her real condescending, and I think he kept calling her, what did he keep calling her?
Sweetie, I think.
Sweetie or sweetheart or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that either. So
me, I don't like that name.
I have a name. You know my name. Please don't do that. Don't sweetie, sweetheart me. Please don't. We can have a problem.
Level. Not in no formal setting. Like,
right.
Yeah, I'm not a sweetheart. You know, you don't call me sweetheart.
Especially in a professional setting.
So what now?
I was just saying, especially in a professional setting, and she was in a position to ask him for money, so it sounded real crazy for him to act like that.
He was being patronizing.
Yeah, very patronizing. Like, don't do that. We gonna really have a problem. No, I'm not your sweetheart.
No, you know, I'm sure how he felt talking to a woman and a brown woman on top of that. So it was like, what, sweetie? That's why I like when she was like, it's L, whatever her last name was, something with an N. And da-da-da-da. I said, thank you. Because her head was going after the information that she just received. So now she's got to like try to get back in the game. But he shook her there, calling her sweetie one too many times. She was like, look, I got it now. Now I'm on. Now I can speak. I said,
And then with that part, by him calling her sweetheart and sweetie, of course she's all frazzled and messed up, but she don't have a poker face. You can really see something is wrong with her. She don't have a poker face at all. But of course, it was all brought onto her like instantaneously, as far as the knowing who Ed Ramsey is, and that Alex knows who he is. And now I got to go standing with Ed. Ed telling me the party's not over. Like, no, you're not going to leave. That I said, oh shit, is he finna take her downstairs or something too? Because he's like, the party's not over. You can't go anywhere. I'm like,
there's no way I would have found myself alone with him.
No,
you know, I don't understand that.
No.
Like, that's why I'm thinking like, Elle, girl, put your game face on. She shouldn't have went nowhere without Alex. Stay in the light amongst the people and keep your face on, because you still are an example for your kids. You can't have no stuff, pop off, which is another reason I was kind of mad at Alex too for letting himself go. I'm like, you do realize there's children here still too.
Yeah.
They were just irresponsible in this. Now, and I really feel like he let Ed get the best of him.
He did.
Yeah, like you said, he's supposed to be the one that's reading him and getting in his head, and he kind of flipped it on him.
And remember when Shannon and Ed was downstairs kind of fighting or whatever, she broke that bottle. She cut him. I don't remember when she cut him, but she cut him in his stomach or something.
Yeah,
because he ended up having to go change his clothes and wash his hair and whatever. And then, Alex was like, you taking a shower, you changed your clothes, like what's going on? And the lady was like, the lady said she wanted a gin and tonic or something. And she was like, just give me the gin.
Girl, he sold his own self up.
He did. He
Staple.
He
stapled.
stapled himself
He got
up.
a staple gun.
Oh Lord, Candy, it's gonna be all right. He said,
Oh Lord. Yes, he had a whole staple gun. And it was the old school industrial staple gun. Like the kind, child. I ain't gonna say what I did with it when I was a child, but yeah.
"See, I was gonna say C-section, but you talking. You got to say something else. That's why I just woke
Oh,
my little.
C-section. No, I used to play with my daddy's stuff, tools and stuff as a child, and had no business doing,
Them be
bothering
some old
stuff.
big old industrial staples. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's crazy. So when him beating up the guy, he goes bananas, and of course, can somebody tell me how? Because I understand he's a cop, but how does that put you on suspension? Like, how do you
That's
get put
the
on
incident
suspension?
that Samson reported. Samson reported it. That's the incident.
But I get put on suspension after this because he went bananas at the party. So how does
Right.
that make me? How do I get in trouble after that? You know what I'm saying? Like badge
Because
and gun.
Because you
because the
compromising the case at the party. That was like 2 strikes. He was almost on his
yeah,
3rd strike. You're
plus
already
public
on.
opinion,
Yeah.
the court
Public
of
what
public
now?
opinion too, the court of public opinion too. So
Mhm.
they couldn't just let him get away because that picture, I mean, that video went out to the whole world. It seemed like
It
so.
did. It did. But I thought it had already gone out though. That it never went out.
Mm-mm.
Shit. What
Only
I be
two people had
watching?
it. Remember, only
Mhm.
two people had access to it.
Because Samson recorded it, right? Who recorded it?
I think
Samson reported it.
Samson reported it, yes.
Okay. Okay.
But Macy was aware of it. And I'm assuming she's the one that got access to the video to give it to Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
And then they not just only put it out for everybody at the party, but clearly they put it out there for the whole world to see because that's how the son had ended up getting into the fight at school.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
And
doubt that
he got
whoever's
a
parents was at that party, like, no, they just bloop.
yeah, and he got to remember that he can't when they are you got kids. I think one of y'all said earlier that you got kids, you got to be careful, and he just oh my god, he just did a whole lot. So we are finished with that episode. I'm gonna pull up the slides for episode 6. Y'all got any
Yes, like to make
comments from
that
the
Sam
chat?
reported it, but they never had the video evidence until dun 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 dun.
Okay.
Ramsey gets everything.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Who is Malika, the sister?
Yeah, that's Amir's sister.
Is that oh boy's? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he must have put it out there to everybody because, like I said, the fact that the son can get into I guess we're going to talk about that in episode 6. The son can get into a fight at school based
Mm-hmm.
upon the video. Like everybody got the video. First, I know starting in the episode 6 is when, like you said, we get a nice shower scene of Alex in the shower, and then that's when I guess the rep comes by the house, and starts going over him being
Mm-hmm.
suspended and turning in his badge and all of that. I remember that was the top of episode 6. And he didn't want to do it in front
Yeah.
of the kids. He wanted to go into the station. Was going to go in without his union rep. And he did everything that man said said not to do. Just give your badge and don't say nothing. But of course, Alex can't not say nothing. He got to plead his case. So
Exactly.
And I was not feeling
Okay.
the
oh yeah, that's
lieutenant's
them outside the station.
I was not feeling the lieutenant's attitude, telling him to, if he didn't want his time to get worse, then he'll put his badge on. Don't say another word. I did not like the way she was talking to him. I felt
Mm-mm.
like she exerted her privilege
Mm-hmm.
and power in a very Karen like manner, and I was
That's
not
the
happy
energy she
about it.
was on the whole time, though. Like she's trying to make
Yeah.
mayor, so her energy been bad since we met her. You know what I'm saying? Because she brought him on just
Mm-hmm.
to close that first case. So she has continued to keep that same energy, like they say.
But the way she was talking, I just was so bitter. Like, no, ma'am,
Yeah. I wanted to chop
no,
her block
ma'am.
off, chop her her throat.
And then she gonna tell him, "Oh, well, he invited us to search his place and we didn't find nothing." And he's like, "When? Today? Yeah, he had a whole night and a day to get rid of everything before he invited y'all in. Of course, you didn't find anything." I was like, "Well,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Tamika, that
it's
shower scene was
fine."
everything. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. I had
It
to
was
rewind
it
that
was
back a couple
beautiful.
times.
It was beautiful.
He was the chocolate in the shower. Whew.
hmm
Mm.
So yeah, he's in the shower, looking all nice and fine and looking like he could just save everybody, save the United States. He can save us all individually, one by one.
Mhm. Yes, Lord. Let the church say amen. Mhm.
Amen.
Mhm.
So uh we get to the he going to the police station, and of course Donnie out there with Science, Fire, Alex Cross, and then we get the sister telling Alex F you, F you. You know, everybody's upset about him.
Mhm.
And he's walking in, he's been escorted without handcuffs, of course, but he's being escorted into the precinct, and it's not a good look, you know. So we got what's her name, Detective Anderson. Is
Anderson.
her
Mhm.
Anderson?
Anderson.
She's
Mhm.
yeah, Anderson trying to make mayor. Hey Monique, how you doing? Um, so then they tell him that they searched Ramsey's house and they let him search it today and they didn't see anything. But of course, Alex gonna say, "Hold a minute, y'all gave him all day to move her and do everything y'all needed to do. He needed to do." But of course,
Mhm.
we know they didn't go down there. They didn't get to the basement. They didn't go down where Shannon really was. He let them do whatever they want to do in his house, and that was it. Any thoughts on the conversation here and when he
He.
was
I thought
with
he. I thought he
Sampson?
did move her though.
That she was still in the same house.
No,
They
I
was in
thought
that house.
He moved her, remember, because the new place
he.
had
It was
that
like a
windows, had those
warehouse.
windows in it.
Where the wine is, right? But
Uh
she
No,
was
huh.
not
out.
no. After the
He moved her
after the
out of there.
wine, he moved her again to where that warehouse was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is right. That is right. That is right. Damn. See, I be looking at it and then don't be paying attention.
Because
That
this
is
one
right
didn't
because
have that secret, like
he.
you had to break through the wall like that first house.
Uh
So they probably would have went and gotten one of them doors and found her if you letting me search the whole house. He moved her again.
Yeah, he did. He did. And that heifer, all in his face, about make your worst nightmares come true, and she all in his grill, and I'm like, girl, had that been a female, you would have been pop or had it been a stupid man, you'd have been pop, cop or no cop, because you all in my face, all in my grill, like you gonna do me something, you know. And when he put that badge and gun down, I said, Lord, don't let the gun go.
I was gonna say they both on the
I
force, so
don't
it,
let the
it
gun
could have
go
been
go
it
off.
could have been furniture moving if he didn't handle it any better, which he's already been on the edge, and it's like he's proven
Mm-hmm.
everybody right by how he's behaving, even though he is trying to do his job, but he's doing too much at that party, child.
Uh-huh. He did a whole lot. And I guess because you got Ed telling lies about his mom is dead, and then he got all these secrets that he's hiding. He's still getting away with a bunch of stuff. And that probably would piss somebody off when like you keep getting away with it. Don't nobody know but
Gotta
me,
find a way
for
to
real, that you are who you are.
expose it properly.
Yeah. Hi Lemon Kush. How you
Hey,
doing?
Bush.
So thoughts on the conversation between Alex and Samson. Intense.
I
Took him
was
out
so
Very.
early.
upset.
Shall I say?
Alex was kind of pissing me off till we got towards the end. It got towards the end, like 5, 6, and 7. I was so angry. Like, that's supposed to be your homeboy from way, way back. And you were in here talking to this man like this. Like, I get you being upset and I get him being what got the ball rolling. But, when you are feeling that way, sometimes it's just best to keep your mouth closed. And he ain't want to do that because he have to cuss that man out like that to the point where that other, what's the lady's name? Had to get in the middle of them.
I know, I hear you, but I mean, why would you report your boy like that? I get that he needed to get some help and all that, but I don't know. I would feel some kind of way if he reported.
I would too.
I
Like,
would
why are
feel
you
some
reporting
way
your
too, because
homeboy?
we don't
That's
know.
your brother.
I mean, I wouldn't have done it, but they're officers. So, and then Macy said Samson is very by the book. So he's by the book. Plus, we don't know if anything happened between the wife, getting taken out and then this incident. So maybe this was like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, you keep running up on people, beating people down. DeLackner, yes, thank you. Got in the middle of the two of them. So we don't know. It could have been, I would like to say I wouldn't do that, but who knows?
When Samson said, "We're talking here," and I heard, we all heard. Yes.
all
Now back up.
Shona DeLackner. He
Oh Lord.
snitched. VKJ. Hey,
Oh gosh,
girl,
that was
you
a
better
whole.
get you
That
some
was a
water
whole.
next to you.
Shauna, who snitched?
Mm-hmm.
Who snitched? Samson snitched.
Samson. Mm-hmm.
He snitched. But why he just getting in trouble then? Because of the video? Because of video?
This is his second time getting in trouble because he was supposed to be on a leave before what actually happened on the video. No, this time is because he showed his ass at Ed Ramsey's and told on the case. I'm sure that's what that was. Plus, now we have video evidence of the first thing you got in trouble for. So, like I said,
now add this to it. He threw some glass. Add that to it.
Mm-hmm. These flowers out of here.
He said, "Who sent me these fucking flowers?"
Alex Cross to go to therapy. Yeah.
Oh Lord, I love when he went. He just went ignorant. I loved it. I really did. I like when somebody show their ass. I ain't telling no story. He showed it really well. I appreciated it because he's so fine. He ain't do no wrong in my.
What the kids say he was in there crashing out. Shoot,
he did crash out. So they done spray painted the man car. Talking about abolish the police, abolish Alex, or abolish what it say, Alex?
It says abolish.
But it's something written below it, ain't it? Or is this my eyes?
That's just your eyes.
I'm like, how they gonna mess up a good Mustang? Now y'all just don't know. Y'all really turned me off with it. I need to know who spray painted my car. I need to know.
Go get a paint job. He'll be all right. And he had another call.
Exactly. Then you get a phone call about your child. Letitia, you want to talk about it?
I almost just drown myself in this water. Good night. Okay. So yeah, I think you mentioned it before. So Alex gets a call to come and pick up Damon because he got into a fight. We later find out though that he got into a fight because some little boy was showing the video of his daddy beating down that man, and he was saying all kinds of crazy stuff about him, and his sister overheard it. He didn't like that, so he had to bop him a couple times, and so he got suspended for a week. Child,
Jamie was a G because I'm surprised she didn't tell, because usually they be telling it like they was talking about your dad, and that's why he got popped. She didn't say nothing.
Well, he didn't get a chance to get that far because they called him to the school, so haven't even gone.
The boy got a black eye, so I bet he won't talk about nobody else.
He didn't find out what happened until they went on that trip. That's when he found out what happened. Like, he just knew he got into a fight.
Oh, that's
he
true.
didn't know why. She could have came in and told, but
that's true.
And then we got nasty ass Kayla popping up, bringing her behind up to Cross's house, talking about this guy that used to be some kind of
White
9-inch nailer or something. I don't know. I'm just saying that group because that's the only group I can think of. And I'm just saying. But they be like they're real dark, that darks, you know, with all the flames and stabbings and all that stuff on stage. But
that's for play, not for real.
yeah, they were faking. That was not real. But we have Dingbat in the audience, Ed, thinking the ish is real because that's where he is in his head. He thinking he want to do some stupid stuff like that.
Oh, he's seeing a bird feet.
The guy name is now Michael Grisham. He's not the person he used to be. I think we call him White Mike, but now he's Michael Grisham. And thank you, DeMarcus, White Mike. Yes. But he tells Kayla that you're perfect. And I said, why did you tell this hoe she was perfect? Because she ain't. Because she's a stalking heifer. She pop up everywhere you at. She popping up, and I can't stand this lady. Where is Tamika's cat, Kayla? So we can snatch Kayla.
Come on, Kayla. Kayla for Kayla.
Where is Kayla? Where is Kayla the kitty cat? Because she do too much, and we know why things happen the way they happen because of this heifer right here. So you makes him pull out his 2025 Mustang. Hello. And I did have a video of the car, you know, cranking up and pulling out, and it sounds so good. I'm gonna have to play it next time. But listen, I love me a Mustang. Oh, I love
Candy is a car girl.
Love them. But we have the guy that's making there's a guy making the teeth for Shannon and some Asian guy, and then they passing the teeth through this person, and it's like everything is a handoff for somebody else. Ed is never putting his hands directly on anything. Things are brought to him directly, and the money is handed off. You know, it's like a silent payoff. We have Nancy with her nasty behind her. Is it Nana Mama, Grandma? What's her name? Mama Nana Mama. Nana Mama and Nancy talking, and you know she's saying that you need to reset with with Damien, and you know take him with you when you go to Philadelphia. Just take him with you on a road trip or whatever, and you know because he's going through a whole lot, and he really needs his father, which he really does. So that's when they go on their little road trip. And want to talk about the road trip and the conversation they had.
He does need it. I was worried about like what line of work is this man in, and you taking it's not bring your kid to school day, like to work day. Like what happens if you get him in the middle of like this could go left? So I was worried about that. It didn't. The most that happened was she gave them some raggedy carrots or something to take with them, and so they got some fast food because that's when he finally revealed that he was fighting because the kid, like Letitia said, the kid was playing a video and Janie was there and he was talking and she asked him to stop and he didn't. So he gave him 5 pieces of the biscuit. But, you know, he's trying to get dad to open up and dad don't want to open up when it comes to that mama. So he got some milkshakes. Okay. Dad said we'll get you some milkshakes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm with you, Miss Kara, because girl, how did you watch a whole video and your baby sitting outside in the car? Like, no. Was he out there playing with White Mike's
I think he was out there playing with his kid.
And then y'all in a whole other state. Like
we don't know them. You know what I'm saying? Just like Miss Nancy coming in the house and just having all kinds
Somebody could have snatched that little boy in the car.
Yeah, we don't know her. Why are we even dealing with we just too trusting sometimes. Like, no.
Yeah, because Miss Nancy should have been coming for lessons and that's it. But I mean, we know we know more now of why we feel that way. But you know.
Yeah, but I never did trust. There was something about her that's always off. Like, why are you? You're not a friend of the family, so why are you doing that?
It's always in people with them guys.
All up in somebody's business. Oh Lord, child, this thing.
So Kayla goes to the Kayla the trollop goes to the gym. And see Samson, and you know she's talking to him and about being the middle person between Cross and Samson because of course they're not gelling right now, and he lets her know that he's not in the mood to be preached to, and she's like, okay, well, what about dinner? Let's talk about it over dinner. And I'm like, lady, go away, go away, go away.
She's gonna shoot
She's
her shot if
always
she
want to
don't do
be up
nothing
in
else.
the mix. I always want to be in up. Oh, she gets on my nerves. Lady, go away. They did not ask you a damn thing. Go away. You just sat there and bombarded Alex with all this information just to get him to leave so you can do what you need to do with Samson.
Miss
And did
Miss
y'all
Nancy,
ever think that them two had something going on prior to
who? Samson and
Samson and
Kayla?
Kayla? Yeah.
No, because I thought she was making Google eyes at Alex, but okay. Now you sleeping with John.
Yeah, she was. I thought she liked Alex. But of course, she
she's
don't
very
want you to
raggedy.
tell Alex that they was hunching. But we see you, girl. I see you. I've been seeing you. You put him at the
DeMarcus
man
said
after you
Miss
finish
Nancy.
hunching L. I'm sorry. Say it again.
DeMarcus said Miss Nancy is no different than Kayla. I mean, I agree. We talk about Kayla too. She always, I didn't trust her either. Always showing up. Literally, when he get home, she's there. Like, what? Why? She always knew where Alex was. That was crazy to me.
Popping out the bushes at all
But we got to
times, at
remember
all
she had a
locations.
tracker on Alex too.
Yeah, but he ain't supposed to know it.
Well, she told him. And did that change anything? No.
Well, she said it as if she was joking. That's what
Right.
she said,
But nah, she had one on there for real. Careful. And she tells him that she ends up stopping did something with the money. So of course Bobby Trey goes to get some money.
Oh, freeze the accounts. Mm-hmm.
And she froze the account. So him and what's the dog name? What's the dog?
Oh gosh.
DeMarcus
Mojo?
about to tell us.
What's the
Mojo?
dog name?
Stop it, him.
Cujo?
Mojo?
What's the dog name?
Mojo? Was it Mojo?
I think it
Mojo,
is
yeah.
Mojo. Mhm.
Mojo. Him and Mojo needed the money, and the
It
accountant
sounded like he was trying to buy some property or something, because I guess he was supposed to get the transfer to his account, but they froze Ed's account, so it wasn't no transfer.
Mm-hmm.
Mojo was a good dog.
Mojo was a good dog.
Yeah, word.
Mm-hmm.
Open that dog up, because that dog was just chilling, just sitting in that chair, like he wasn't on the desk or nothing.
So we have Nana Mama sitting there drinking and talking. So what y'all think happened to Nana Mama? Did y'all pay attention to her when she kind of like froze a little bit when her and Miss Nancy was singing and drinking? Did y'all catch that?
I thought it was just because she was thinking about what was going on with Alex and Damon and everything that Alex has been through, because that's when we kind of got into that whole long monologue. So I assume that's
Y'all think that was it though?
probably
Okay.
because she ain't know nothing at this point. That's what they gave us. What do you think? What do you think of this
I
candy
don't
candy?
know. I don't know.
Like,
Just
that
like
ain't it.
out of the blue that she had a moment, you know. I don't know.
It could have been the music, it could have been a song. I don't know what exactly the catalyst was, but that's kind of how they explained it to us, that she was worried about the two of them and everything that Alex has been through and losing his parents, and then he, I guess, kind of moved his life onward and upward, and then he lost his wife, so now we're back, almost not back to square one, but he's, she's struggling. So that's what they gave us.
The Marcus say Nana Mama was drunk and aggressive. Oh Lordy. So before this, we have the doctor talking about her stitching up Shannon's face. And I said, okay, so you are the key to getting this face to look like the lady, and you're the reason why the thing is the cut is gone or whatever. Like, I didn't realize she was a plastic surgeon. Okay, of course, until this part, but I didn't know what part she was going to play.
They said it at the dinner.
Right, because we kept seeing her, but I just never knew what part of the story she was going to play. And she was a damn good plastic surgeon.
They were saying something about Ed getting younger and younger at the dinner, and they were like, "Oh, is he getting younger? Is whatever the lady's name was doing his work?" And she's like, "I'll never tell." So I was like, I knew Well, he was going to need a plastic surgeon. That was going to be Miss Thang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just didn't think that she would be. I guess I didn't think about it until she showed up. And I'm like, oh, because I was always wondering every time we saw somebody new, even the dentist, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I cannot believe how many people are helping him. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was just so bizarre, but
Mm-hmm.
I guess money talks, and if you're impressed with somebody, there's some
Mm-hmm.
really sick people out here. It's
And
crazy.
Yep.
kinks, because Lord, like I can't be impressed by this. Like I can't support this at all.
Mm-hmm. And Demarcus, I was wondering if Mama Miss Nancy put something in Nana Mama's drink too. I wasn't sure. I don't know.
I
It's
should
just
run it
like, did
back.
she put something in it? I don't know, but she
She
could
could
have. She would have
could
known.
have.
So we have my sister got her wheelie. We have Wheelie here, and my sister also thinks that Mojo was her dog
Mm-hmm.
for some
Could be.
reason.
Maybe that's why Mojo's so well behaved, child.
Yeah.
Because
Because I can't see her with a little
hidden
teeny
it
dog. Like, what little teeny weeny
dog.
dog gonna, do something for you? But maybe they didn't unalive her dog. They probably just took her dog, and I don't know what. Well, I guess she would say that. I think she would say the dog was gone if the dog was gone. So I don't know. Who knows? Susan, yes,
Although she
the
said
market
her
lady.
said her dog would have been barking, and that's why they took her dog out. So that dog
Yeah.
wasn't barking.
No, no, Mojo don't say shit. Mojo is
Mojo was just
quiet as I
chilling,
don't know
like
what.
he
Hmm.
scared of what's his face, Bobby Trey. Like I used to bark, I don't bark no more. He done took my voice box
So,
out.
anybody want to discuss this part of White Mike now? Michael Grisham talking about his issue, what happened between him and Ed Ramsey, and
I
the
get that
video.
I get that you didn't want to get in trouble, but why would you not speak up about something like that? Like that's absolutely crazy. He brought that man over there, used a real knife, or should I be saying that? A real whatever, child. I don't even know what
Hmm.
you can say on here, and took that man out and videotaped it. Uh,
Mhm. And tried to make it look like White Mike did it.
right.
And
Hmm.
then he held it over his head all this time. I mean, to the point where he even sent the utensil
Yes.
to
Hmm.
him in the mail. And he said he sent it right back
I hear
because he
that.
don't want no
This
parts
is
of that. He just
crazy.
wanted to forget it and move on with his life. And Ed didn't want to. Ed thought those sacrifices were for real, and he
Yeah,
reveled
this
in
was
it.
crazy, y'all.
Uh,
It's crazy.
and also, oh, this is
And
also what we find out. This is basically where it started because that guy
Hmm.
Rodney that they unalived looked
Hmm.
like the very first serial unaliver, and that's where his book started
oh,
basically. So he was Rodney. Look, that's why he chose it. He even did it. He did it on the serial unaliver's birthday. He said, "Oh, it's the
Yeah,
perfect day
yeah,
for
yeah.
I knew that.
you
I didn't make the connection that
to
he was the first.
expire."
He was the first.
He said it later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, that was interesting. But
Because
also very crazy.
Rodney knew better, just like White Mike knew better. Like he was like, oh,
Hmm.
that was when he accidentally, nicked him. He was like, oh, that's a real knife, like a real utensil. Like he knew that
Hmm.
that was like the show wasn't real. Like we knew
Yeah,
this
it
was all
wasn't
for
real.
play. But Ed was sick and twisted and wanted to make it all a reality. And
Hmm.
that's the type of people you need to report. You got in a little bit of trouble,
Demarcus,
you'd have been all right.
Demarcus, he did not help him. He was forced and coerced. He did not do that on purpose. He was not trying. He was just trying to take a picture.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
what he told him. Hmm.
And
Yeah.
Ed started slamming. He went deep. So, mm-mm,
Demarcus likes the villain,
I
so
know.
there's that. He trolled it a little bit. He helped him. Well,
Mm,
I think he knew he was going to get in trouble because of the appearance of the video. But
yeah.
gotta take your lumps. Get you a
Yep.
good lawyer and be like, this is what we do on stage. This is what I thought. Like you could, because you can hear all of that in the video clearly. This is what I thought I was doing versus this is what he did. And then maybe we wouldn't have been up to number 11, but
Mhm. And y'all can talk about the conversation between Damon and Ed. I mean Alex. Let me give me some drink.
oh, when he came back and they were talking about mom memories.
Mm-hmm.
That was cute. When he
It
started
was.
playing, the voicemails.
Yeah.
And that was finally what Damon needed was that vulnerability from Alex, because even when they were on the trip and he kind of started to open up and then he immediately shut down and didn't want to share, like he let Damon share, but he didn't want to share how he felt. And like, we know that you love her and you miss her. So if the son can open up and be vulnerable, why can't you open up and be vulnerable? So it was just a good moment, I
Yeah.
feel, between the two of them.
Yeah. And they both needed it too, because the Damon, like you said, Damon needed to be vulnerable, but Alex just needed to be able to see it
Mhm.
finally. And then when he was able to be vulnerable, he was able to share that conversation with his son. And so then they were sharing their favorite memories of the mom and wife. And that was very sweet that I was about to call her Trudy. That
Maria.
Maria
Mhm.
got everybody to on their
Leave
first anniversary,
voicemail.
got everybody
Mhm.
to call and tell him that
Mhm.
that she loved him and that, happy anniversary.
That was real
That was a
That
sweet.
was
cute
very
idea.
sweet.
One of y'all out there steal that for your loved ones, okay?
Yeah, that was really sweet.
It's cute.
She loves you. She loves you. And she loves your
Mhm.
crazy
Yeah,
ass. And she
yeah,
loves
we
you. It
was.
was so it was so sweet. But I appreciated the conversation between them two because they were able to bond and just to talk about like his first thing, like what he does remember about his mom, about something about the parade. And,
Mhm.
it was just a beautiful moment between them two. And they really, really, really needed it. I hate it took so long for them to get here, but I am glad they
Yeah.
eventually got there.
And it was sad because it
Uh,
was like they had a nice little family. Like he really loved his wife, and then the wife really
mhm,
loved him. She really loved the kids, and it was just like one big
mhm.
happy family after everything he had been through. And
Yeah.
here we are with some
Ed,
foolishness.
Ed Ramsey would help Rodney held Rodney's death over White Mike head, just like he did Dex with Dex's father cheating on Dex's
Oh
mother.
yes, we forgot about that with the
Hmm.
bird feet,
And that's
and
the
that's why
thing
he
with
didn't
Ed.
tell.
He holds stuff over your head for the longest. Like he probably sent reminders to them people every year or every other year just to make sure they stayed in line. Because if you notice, um, the first guy he was drinking. This guy, uh White Mike was drinking. Like all these people are
Mhm.
drunks now, fooling with damn Ed. Ed got
Now
the
you might
people.
as well just expose yourself and move on with your life because
Yes, Ed,
that's
okay.
torture to you to hold
But it's
something
like
over.
it is
Yeah.
torture because you don't know when he's coming, when it's gonna
Right.
come. Because later on in the episode, we get the part where the guy was like, I've been wondering when this was gonna come up. I've been wondering when y'all gonna knock on my door. It's like it was like a sigh of relief for him. Like,
Yeah,
phew, I can
I cannot
breathe.
stand blackmail is like one of the most despicable things on
Hmm.
earth. For people to do that, whatever. I would never let you spray me with my own tea. I'll tell on
Hmm.
myself before I let you blackmail me.
Shout
Yeah.
I'm
it
not
from the
giving you any
rooftops.
money.
Hmm.
Hmm?
I said, shout it
Yes,
from the rooftops.
yes, because I'm not giving you no
Now this
money.
right
I'm not about to
here.
worry about. Oh,
Yuck.
So like the first few times I watched this, like I told y'all, my husband said you was not watching, you was just looking. I ain't know them two had them hooked up. Now I did see the part when they went to Ed's house or sitting outside the house. I heard the conversation. I didn't know why the conversation went that way. Like, are you gonna tell them about us?
That
And then
lady got up with her flat chest, built like a prepubescent boy. And you missed that. Would you fast forward past it, or you was getting up getting your snacks and your drinks?
child, I ain't no telling what I was doing.
That's how you missed this.
I said, how I missed this whole trollop in Samson. How I missed this. But you like Alex though. This is the best. I
Candy was
guess it's
like,
the best
well, this
next
would be a
thing
good time
to.
to go get some popcorn, take a bathroom break. I'll be back. And then you just came back and it was over. You ain't see
Because
it.
that's the part I remember. Like this conversation of them pulling, at the house, and here he come. And if y'all, if you and Alex ever, become back friends or whatever, that's a big if. I didn't know what that was about. Are you gonna tell him? Tell him what? I didn't know what it was not to tell. Did not know because it was hunching. I said,
What?
her
You done
big
watched it
gumdrop nipples, that's the biggest part
17
on her
times.
body. Lady, go somewhere. Go somewhere. Do
Not you
something with
watched it
yourself.
17 times, and then on the last watch, you picked up on
Because I was getting
Child.
screenshots.
I could not stand Kayla. No, we hating on Kayla for what? I'm not hating on her.
F
I can't
Kayla.
stand her though. We don't like
F
her.
Kayla. Okay?
And and I was irritated by them getting together like that. Like, ew.
F her with a mule leg, okay?
Mm-mm.
I did not see that the first time, Tamika.
I did too.
Ew.
On Too Young.
Candy was over there.
In La La Land.
Mm-hmm.
I tell my husband, I was looking at it, not watching.
Candy was like,
Looking at it.
I
I was so
I'll go get a
disappointed. I
drink.
say, I know you lied. I know you telling the story. Like, hold a ham and cheese. Wait. Oh, no, no. I knew I ain't like that hell for because of Alex, but I ain't know she was a slick back. I didn't know that. But anyway, Nana Mama. Who was this man Nana Mama got into it with? The man and the wife. Some kind of cop
that
or
was when
something?
she was shaking Willie down. When Willie had came over to the house, we found out that Deidre, who is child,
oh yeah,
Deidre had an accomplice, and the accomplice wasn't revealed. And I think that was what was in the file. She went over there, made nice with the wife. The wife let her in, and then she grilled the husband like, "You gonna give me this other name because I said so." Ma'am, you don't work for, you was a school teacher. You don't work for any law enforcement. Go home, Nana Mama.
Exactly.
Go home. Because I
No,
didn't give you nothing.
I was here for it. She was part of the, what is it? The Policeman's Family Association or whatever it was called.
Alcohol
She was
Foundation.
over there like, you
Oh,
don't give me this
God.
information because you over here fishing and this person is out here terrorizing my family.
I mean, I liked it. It just wasn't realistic. Like in real life, absolutely not.
Well, I mean, but if you can get it done, listen.
He said that Nana Mama be getting all the business and getting to it. So
she got the business from Susan too. So because she wasn't supposed to give her that file.
Absolutely not. She said, "Wheel on here. I got a little rant for you. Come on in here. You need drink, something? Use the facilities? Okay."
Listen.
She said, "You could tell me." I was like, "Ma'am, you wheel right back the other way." Who they're telling Nana Mama? Tippy, who's Tippy?
Mercy. So Kayla and Samson are going to have dinner or drinks or whatever. She's talking to some guy. I don't know who he is. But he acts like he's her husband, which I know that probably made the juices flow real good. Girl, go sit down some damn well. He just did that just to get that man out your face. I don't like Kayla. I need Kayla the cat to go claw this hell. Okay, Tippy was the wife. Child.
Thank you. Now I'll be having some of the names, but DeMarcus be having all of the names. He'd be like the third cat to the left, the fourth person in the like. They had a name. Oh, okay, that was the man's wife.
So this man, what's his name? White Mike is with the pregnant detective
Macy.
And Macy, and she has to, she's trying to get out of him about what happened or what's going on. But he's supposed to be in a safe house because he was in the police department shaking like a leaf on a tree, and talking about the baby, and the baby name was going to be Chase or Chance or something.
Chance.
And, somebody talk about it.
Chance, because she was not about to give that man a chance. We already knew when they said they had to wait till tomorrow to do what they had to do, that this man was not going to make it. Now, I did not know that it was going to be the pregnant lady. And when that hand came around, I swore with somebody coming from behind her, I was like, okay.
I knew whoever took him to the house was going to be the one that offed him, because there's just no way. And that raggedy hotel room they had him in, that didn't come out of no department's pocket. That came out of somebody's individual pocket.
They said it was
They
a
didn't.
safe house.
That's what they say. I knew it. I knew he was a goner though.
I
I
did
knew
too.
he
I mean,
was.
just even the way her arm came around when he was
Mm-hmm.
the baby, I was like, "Who's that behind her?" Then when I can, oh no, nobody's behind her. That's her.
Helpful.
Yikes!
But then when we find out why, it wasn't even worth it.
you know what I'm wondering, right? Whose sperm is that? Is that Ed's sperm? You know, I'm just weird like
It
that.
probably is, because he do some weird, freaky shit. It
That's
sounds
what
like
I'm
something he'll do.
saying.
It sounds like something he'll do.
She kept walking
Mm,
around carrying a devil spawn in her belly.
mm,
Mm, mm,
mm,
mm.
mm.
Vega
Mm-mm.
and
Vega
Talak.
They
and
should have been
D-Lac
watching.
should have. They should have.
They should have been.
So
He
when they
really
were
needed
so when Samson and
Samson. That's the only
Taylor
two
was
girls.
talking to Ed, they was like, "Yeah, we got a witness." Ed said, "Oh, you have a witness, huh?" And
You sure
Again,
about that?
volunteering
get
too
them.
much information because you sitting in front of the man's house, like popping ish. Just sit there and be like, if you want to sit there and be visible, at least be quiet. Oh, and who's this? This is Kayla such and such from the FBI. No.
Yep, but he already knew though. I know. I think Ed already knew. You know,
He knew
whether
but
they said something or not, I think he already
right.
knew.
Like, yeah, I'm sure he definitely knew, but they didn't know that he knew. Or
No.
Well, maybe Kayla.
Samson didn't know that. Samson
Well,
didn't know
Kayla
that he
probably knew because she the one that did it, set it up.
Right, exactly. But Samson didn't know, so therefore, and such should have kept his big mouth shut.
I agree. I don't
Over there
understand why.
talking like
Sometimes
fraud.
people want. I think it's an ego thing when people just want to have a one up on
Mhm.
you, or
Mhm.
and they. I'm like, why are you talking and playing your? Are you just putting the whole hand out there? No kind of strategy. You think you got them. You don't have them until you have them.
Right?
Yeah.
Period. You know, you just wasting time in between. Now you didn't cost them a witness. Now you back to square one. Lord have mercy. A mess.
He done moved Shannon. He done took out the witness, and like you said, back to square one. Like, yikes. A big old F
Mhm.
on your paper. That's what y'all got. Failed.
Mhm. Yes. Big zero. Like y'all do too much. And so that's the end of the episode. Episode 6.
5 and
I was gonna try to do 7, 8, but I can't. I can't
I can
function.
tell.
I listen, whatever this is, it's coming down on me quickly. Whatever it is, it's getting to me. And
Make sure you get some ginger and some lemon.
Yes, please.
I'm not here for it.
You got some panorama test at home?
I do.
I take one.
I want to say it's too soon, but it might not be. I feel fluish though, so it could be. You know, you never know.
When I
You never
got it,
know.
that's how I felt too. I felt, and I thought I had the flu, and they were like, it's not the flu.
Mm,
So if it's the flu, then it's the flu, but just precautions.
yeah, I have some. Yeah, I don't like this feeling. I
Just get some rest.
like it really feel like I'm floating right now for real, and all I took was a Z-Pack.
And that's the
got one
feedback.
of
That's
mine.
why you feel like you're floating, but you need to go to sleep.
It's all
Because
kicking in.
I
You need
just
some
started
water and
feeling
some
it
rest.
like maybe an hour ago. What time is it? 10 o'clock. So maybe right around 7:30ish,
Right
quarter
before
to
it's supposed
8.
to go on.
Yeah, so I said, God, oh God.
Poor boo. It's
Yeah.
okay. Go to
Yeah.
We'll
bed.
be
Feel like
back
I'm
for 7
taking
and
it.
8, y'all. We got to
Yeah, we'll be back for 7 and 8
nurse,
Tuesday
this
at
Candy up.
regular time. and God fix me then. And you won't cut them off and give them 4 episodes at one time. No, you won't. You be back
Mm-mm.
Tuesday.
We tried.
Those were doozies too. I watched them today. Lord have mercy. I was texting Candy like, "Oh my nerves, Jesus! I cannot I had to keep pausing." And you know I can't stand the music. It's the music that be getting me. So sometimes I watch stuff on my ears like that. But now,
That's
thanks
so
to
funny.
Demarcus, that's how he know all the names with the closed caption.
Closed caption. Mm-hmm.
I spent most of the 7 muted, and I was just looking at the captions because the music.
Oh,
Oh, I cannot stand it. The music when something's coming, and I don't like stuff jumping out at me. So I'm like, Lord have mercy. I couldn't stand it. My nerves were just on edge, just
Yeah,
listening. I said, no,
I
no.
definitely had to watch it at home on my regular size TV,
Hmm.
so I could be, because like if I had been at
mhm.
work trying on my little phone, my nerves would have been bad too. But I was like, yeah. And it gave you a lot. So
What's
Yes.
a Bobby Tray? Why I'm pulling the Bobby Tray?
your Z Pack, I guess, got you tipsy and dancing around. I guess
I ain't do that there.
that's the
I
best
don't
I
like
could
I
think.
don't like
Cause
blowing my nose, letting up taking some up my nose. Oh no, I don't like blowing it.
me neither. That's the
Yeah.
best that I could think. I don't know what else he
All
would be
Bobby
talking
Trey
about.
want is his money, and he
Bobby
got
Trey
him
want that money.
running
I
all over
love Bobby
the place.
Trey. I really had to see a lot of him in episode 5 and 6. I like Bobby Trey. I really do.
He is a
I
That
really
mess.
Candy
do.
Boo thing, child.
Yeah, I love Bobby Trey.
He is a
I love
mess.
his tone, his cadence when he talks. It's something about it. I could see myself hanging out with Bobby Trey. No, I can't. No, I can't. Not when he
I was
be.
about to say, no, you doing too much.
Yeah, I took that back because I forgot
What are
about
you
him in
talking
episode
about?
1 when he had that knife breaking up that white stuff. Oh,
Mm-mm.
no.
He was
The
doing a
way
lot
he
of
be,
questionable stuff.
He
yes,
does dancing to whatever that song was in his underoos.
that part will be fun, but the way he acted towards that man at that restaurant, no. Mm-mm.
I
About
could
that
have
old
thought he
Up
was gonna
in
take that
dog
man out. I said, "Oh Lord, he gonna keep this man in the forehead and pop him." I was so
over some
nervous for that
food.
man. I
I
said,
get it,
"Sir,
but no.
agree
no.
to disagree. Just say yeah
Mm-mm.
or
You
say
can't
no
disagree with him. You got
or
don't pet
something.
Mojo. Don't do
Whatever,
nothing.
agree to disagree or whatever it is. I
I'd
don't
be
know,
like,
but
sir, I'm
leave.
not about to sell you this food at all. You need to go
Don't
someplace
even worry
else.
about it because I don't
You
think it tastes
scaring me,
nothing like it. It actually tastes like garbage. Give it to your dog.
right? Or give it to him
He
for
might
free.
got
Like,
offended by that, so no.
just take it and go. Don't come
Why
back
would you
here.
feed garbage to your dog? I'm
Oh, that
offended.
way, it tastes. It's a dog. He'll eat anything.
No.
It's
I
not
understand
garbage
that.
though. It's food.
It's
She
not
calling it
garbage. He
garbage,
just
but it's food.
it's actual food.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. That's
That's what
hilarious.
she said to me.
well, I guess me and Letitia would be hanging out with Bobby Trey. She said that part would be funny.
Because it was him dancing, because he was dancing to like it was like
Get
80s,
on my
90s
level. Get
music,
on my
right?
level. Ho. Get on.
I was jamming with him. I can jam
Yeah.
with him, but
Never
I don't want
ever.
to kick it with
Never
him.
ever. Never ever.
Baby,
Never
when he
ever.
got in that
And
room
then
and
he was
said,
singing
"Oh,
a Kuna Matata. Like he had a plethora of songs. Why are we singing Kuna Matata?
jungle." I
I cannot.
He just
Tamika.
has one, attribute that we have to take out.
Yeah. Him
Otherwise,
and
he
his
seems like a fun
extracurriculars can
person.
go.
Two.
But when he's not doing it, he's calm. He's boring. So maybe he got to be on it to be turned up because every time we seen him after that, he's been cool, calm, and collected. He ain't been turned up. So maybe that's the only way he get turned up.
Well, he enjoyed them chicken wings. That's for sure. So
Bobby
Ain't nothing
Trey.
like good food. Ain't nothing
All
like
righty,
it.
guys. We're gonna end this here. We'll see y'all on Tuesday, same bat time, same bat channel. And if nothing else, ladies, y'all got something going on? Y'all want to discuss with the people? Let people know.
I mean, I'm trying to get my life together. I guess I'll skip at this
Amen.
point and go Married to Medicine from episode 3 on, because I giving y'all 1 and 2 don't make no sense. We did do a live, Mimo 69 Ways and Inga Ginger Snaps. So if y'all want to go check that out. Me and Inga are doing the Later Daters tomorrow. And I'm trying to get y'all the ultimatum together, episodes 1 through 5, sometime between Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Also, I've been trying to do more Christmas content, so I will be doing 12 days of Vlogmas, but right now, every day, starting on the 1st, I did a short of my favorite Christmas movies. So if you go to my shorts, I'll put a little thing. Day 1 is one movie, and day 2 is, it's just 1 minute. DeMarcus started.
I'm with you. I just need to get my life together right now. It's just been a really crazy week, up and down. So just to watch those notifications, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're alerted every time I upload or go live. That's all I can say. When they hit, they hit.
Yeah, that part.
And tomorrow at 7:15, I'll be going live with Letitia and Monique to discuss Love and Hip Hop Huntsville. Yeah. And then at 9:30, we'll be going to Club Eden to talk about All the Queen's Men episode 3. Monday, EJ and I will be doing Married to Medicine at 9:30. Tuesday, we'll be doing 7 and 8 with Letitia and Miss Kira. Wednesday, DeMarcus about to make me curse. Wednesday, we'll be going live at 10 o'clock, 10:15 to discuss Sisters Live rewatch. Discuss it. Yeah, that's that. I'm getting there. Sorry. It's coming down. So on that note, I will see y'all later.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying